My name is Lawrence Findlay and I am Director of Education and Children's Services at Aberdeenshire Council, and I am a member of the Northern Alliance Regional Improvement Forum. CLD has a key role to play in allowing us to achieve the outcomes we have set out in our regional plan, particularly around reducing the poverty-related attainment gap and inequalities. This has never been more important as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, when both learning and indeed community and our sense of community and well-being in their widest sense are more important than ever before. In the media and in daily life, so much focus can be on schools and talk of exams and qualifications and so on. But by actively involving CLD in our work and improvement activity, then education is able to deliver more and work towards better outcomes. And we have seen this in the Northern Alliance through tangible successes such as our Youth Work Conference and the Include Me events which we organised. In addition, our collaborative work in the CLD field has increased professional capital and confidence across the area too, through various initiatives and a willingness to learn, to share, to develop and to grow together. The Northern Alliance is a large regional improvement collaborative covering a vast area and made up of small and large local authorities, mainland and island local authorities, some rural, some remote, and also some very urbanised areas in our cities. CLD services have in some areas been adversely affected through budget cuts and efficiencies over the past decade. To that end, the provision of CLD is not entirely equal. What we have demonstrated within the Northern Alliance is how regional working and collaboration has allowed all partner local authorities to improve learning and delivery at a local level. High quality planning and above all else strong professional relationships and trust have allowed CLD to grow and develop across the Northern Alliance, strengthening locality working where it has the greatest impact and of course where there is the greatest need. During COVID-19, the CLD Regional Improvement Collaborative Group in the Northern Alliance has supported CLD practice as well as wider education outcomes for children, young people and adults, whilst working under extreme conditions, and they've continued to strengthen working relationships, practice and partnerships between local, regional and national organisations, and this is a powerful demonstration in action of the power of collaboration.
My name is Laura Starkey from the Education Scotland CLD team. Community learning and development is a field of professional practice that enables people to identify their own individual and collective goals with a commitment to social justice, with programmes being developed in dialogue with learners to engage in learning and take action to bring about change for themselves and their communities. CLD uses a range of formal and non-formal methods and works particularly with those excluded from participation in the decisions and processes that shape their lives, such as vulnerable and disadvantaged groups, with key outcomes around health and well-being, mental health and digital exclusion. CLD is made up of youth work, family learning, like adult literacies and English for speakers of other languages, and community development with wider contributions highlighted and a holistic view of learning and its impacts across all areas of life. Education Scotland's role is to work with local authorities and CLD partnerships on an individual level to target improvement based on identified needs by the local authority, also working with the Regional Improvement Collaborative to support actions in relation to the CLD workstream developed at a regional level across the 8 local authorities in the north. Nationally, Education Scotland works across Scotland, delivering professional learning on identified areas, linking policy and strategy through to practice and good quality resources. Through the COVID pandemic, this has been done and developed virtually, with accessible resources available through Wakelets, YouTubes and webinars, accessed by local authorities, colleges and the voluntary sector. Education Scotland links the national through the regional and down to local authority level, with a focus throughout on improvement based on needs across the education sector.
Hi, my name's Sue Briggs. I'm currently the CLD Workstream Lead for the Northern Alliance. Being involved with the Regional Improvement Collaborative has been a valuable experience for me in ways of working. The North region's a huge geography, and our focus on collaboration across the 8 authorities has strengthened our connectedness across the CLD sector, I feel, which has been a sustaining factor during the pandemic. Defining key priorities, planning collectively for the CLD RIC contribution has built a sense of professional team and opened doors to important cross-sectoral working. We've taken our priorities, outlined within the Northern Alliance, and delivered tangible results together. So, for example, through our Changing Tides Making Waves conference, which engaged young people across the region with a focus on youth voice, led to the newly established regional network of workers involved in youth participation. And the way we've improved access to professional learning, examples being the Practitioner Research Programme, co-designed and co-produced with Education Scotland colleagues, where practitioners have discovered their research skills, and also the 3-day event Include Me, focusing on inclusion, which we were significant contributors to within the collaborative. This is an improvement collaborative. I feel that our work to date has built clear collaborative advantage, strengthened networks, developed new approaches, and underpinned our belief that there are things we can do together which would be done less effectively alone.
My name is Kathleen Johnston, and I'm the Quality Improvement Manager for the Northern Alliance, which is a collaborative of 8 local authorities across the north of Scotland. Now, I work with lots of different colleagues across the 8 local authorities. Practitioners are part of learning communities, including CLD. And of course, because we do have all these learning communities, it's really important that we build an ethos of collaboration. And that really is about having a shared vision for what it is we're setting out to achieve, which is improving outcomes for our children and our young people through collaboration. In order to do that, we need to think about the practicalities. And to help us do that, we've got an evaluation tool that looks at what does it mean to collaborate. It's not just about getting people into a room and telling them to do something. It's about making those connections with one another and building those relationships. So to help us do that, we have an approach called City, which is about connecting with one another and having invitations and opportunities to connect for things that are really appropriate and meaningful to each other. And then to collaborate and go on to have ideas, and through collaboration, building those ideas and testing them out to see if they work at small scale, and then sharing that practice so that we've got improvement right across the system for improving children and young people's outcomes, just like we wanted to and we set out to do in our vision.
Hi, my name's Fiona McInnes-Begg. I'm based in the Western Isles. I work for Corn and Yealand Council, and I wanted just to talk about my link to the CLD Leads meetings. Because of where I'm based, then the CLD Leads meetings gives me a network of support, which I find really valuable, bearing in mind that I have little in the way of CLD management colleagues in the Western Isles. It ensures that the sense of social isolation is less, and I suppose it contributes to my professional well-being. So it's something that I really value.